liquid methane and liquid oxygen propellants onto Starship. Today's flight will be similar to our previous flight last December.
Oh, I cut that one off early because I timed it wrong by about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, that's not bad. What's up, everyone? Let's bring this up. SpaceX literally just started their stream about a minute ago. Gosh darn it. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left before this launch. Let's turn up the volume a little bit because John Instructor is talking. Our man John. Well, he must have stopped talking. We got engine chill. SpaceX is like, screw sirens. There's no one around but coyotes. So we don't need to give any warning. The village is evacuated. Roads are closed. They got that lingerer out of there. The range violator. Glad you guys could make it. You're just in time, as am I. If you didn't catch Lab Padre's stream, make sure you pull them up as well. Get all your monitors going. I was on Lab Padre's stream as a guest a few minutes back. That looks like it might be a Starhopper cam. Is that the Starhopper cam? I'm really excited to watch this launch because for SN8, if you remember back, I was at the airport on a layover. So yeah, this is much more comfortable. I don't have to wear a mask in my own home. I guess I could, but that would just be dumb. Robert Fallon, thanks for the tip. Super chat. Let's light this boomstick. Yes, it is boom time. Good kind of boom time.
T-minus 2 minutes, continuing to count down on the flight of Starship serial number 9. That's the vehicle on the right of your screen, currently venting. On the left is Starship serial number 10, which is also being checked out for a similar flight later this month.
All right, go ahead and muster up while we're waiting, guys. Where are you from? If you're munching on something, hopefully it's a celebratory snack, like, I don't know, popcorn or nuts, whatever that means. I got my eccentric mug. Starship to Mars, brah. And it's a special occasion, so I'm drinking sparkling water. How's the volume on the video, on SpaceX's video? And relative to my voice, I know there's not much going on there. Just probably hear some gas. There we go. Am I too loud? Am I too soft? It's gonna get louder on their end. All right. What's up, Michigan, Canada?
Minus 1 minute to the launch of Starship
Arizona,
serial
Virginia,
9. Propellant
Southern
loading
California.
is complete. Next event is retract of the quick disconnect from the flight vehicle.
Eric Beavers, thanks for joining us, Kevin. Yeah, you guys have been on this channel longer than I have on this video. Thanks, Eric Beavers. Eric Beavers is a big Falcon representative for the channel. Very good guy. Let's do it. 10-kilometer flight. Skydive back down, and they're gonna stick the landing this time. No excuses, SpaceX. Oh, we got a hold. Oh, we don't have a hold. Nice.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This way. That was loud. I don't even know if I could have talked over that if I wanted to.
Plus 90 seconds into flight. Everything continues to be nominal with Starship. We're just passing through 3-kilometer altitude. Next major event is shutdown of engine number 3.
I'm glad they tell us this time so we're all not like, oh no, an engine shut off. You remember that?
Plus 2 minutes. Flight continuing on Starship. As a reminder, this is a test flight to a 10-kilometer altitude. Engine number 3 shut down on time as planned. We're continuing to climb on 2 engines. Everything continues to go well with Starship.
Good engine performance so far.
If you're having deja vu right now, that's because this has happened before. I wish they had telemetry up, that'd be sweet. Already lasted longer than the SLS test. That's funny. Alright, so up next they should be shutting down an engine, then they'll shut down the last one and do the belly flop on its way back to the rest of us here on Earth. If I remember right, the last one went at like 8 minutes, but that was up a couple kilometers higher than this one's going. Marlon Spike, thank you for the super chat, man.
Shut down.
T plus 3 minutes 20 seconds. We've shut down engine 2 on time. You saw that on the screen just a few seconds ago. Starship now climbing on the power of engine number 1. Headed to the 10-kilometer altitude.
Well, we know they haven't hit 10 kilometers yet, at least. Knowing SpaceX will probably just go, meh, blow past the ceiling. Because that's how they roll, man. Screw authority. We'll talk about the FAA drama here after this is over. And whether or not we can expect some more, depending on how this goes.
T plus 4 minutes. Vehicle is at 10 kilometers. It is at apogee. We're continuing to throttle down engine number 1 to hold altitude.
It's hovering.
We're preparing for
Magic.
handover on the propellant tank.
Here we go.
4.5 minutes. We are handing off to the LOX tank. We are beginning to flip to horizontal. And the white cloud, the plume you were seeing was intentional. There is a liquid oxygen dump. We've now
This is
transitioned
awesome.
to horizontal and beginning the subsonic test portion of the flight, where we check out the aft and the forward flaps to hold the vehicle stability as we descend back to the landing pad.
Check your heart rates. Make sure you're still alive or you're not on your way to death with a 200 beats per second heart rate. That'd be bad. Mine's pretty far up there. We knew they'd make it this far, but still, it's just nice to see it. And now Starship is just floating there. Oh, nope, it's falling again.
T plus 5.5 minutes. Starship continuing the subsonic descent, using the forward and aft flaps to control its attitude as we come back down to the landing pad. Everything continuing to go well in this portion of flight.
Come on, baby. Place your bets. Here we go. Now, so long as they fix the header tank problem, we should see this stick the landing. Last time they didn't have enough pressure left in their header
Land
tank.
intro.
Here we go. Land intro.
Six minutes, 10 seconds into flight. We're down beneath 1.5 kilometers. We're preparing to restart 2 engines, flip the vehicle vertical, then transition to 1 engine for the landing burn.
Back up the camera. to boom time. Dang it. Oh, valiant effort.
Oh, I see. Let's get cameras up.
I think they got closer on the first try. This one almost belly flopped right into the ground.
911 at this time. We will start sweeping for fires.
Well, as you can see from the scene, we had again another great flight up to the 10-kilometer apogee. We demonstrated the ability to transition the engines to the landing propellant tanks. The subsonic reentry looked very good and stable like we saw again last December, so we've got a lot of good data on flap control. And again, we've just got to work on that landing a little bit, but we'll find out from the team as they go through the data. We were in contact with telemetry all the way down. So all told, another great, and a reminder, this is a test flight, second time we've flown Starship in this configuration. We've got a lot of good data, and the primary objective to demonstrate control of the vehicle in the subsonic reentry look to be very good, and we will take a lot out of that. And with that, we're going to wrap up today's webcast. Thanks for logging on and watching, and we'll be back.
But SN10 had a front row seat and now is traumatized for life. So, but keep it in mind, guys. They did the same kind of testing, only without the skydiving part. For Falcon 9, right? Look how many boosters they've blown up, both during their grasshopper testing and with their landing attempts on drone ships or what have you. There's literally a whole reel that SpaceX has put up on their YouTube page. So they're just making their reel for Starship right now. Their what not to do, or what was the name of the video that they put up for Falcon 9? How not to land a rocket or something like that. Well, this is how not to land a Starship. They'll get there. All right, don't doubt them. Do not bet against them. Again, or Wall Street bets will come after you. I actually been spending like a lot of my day on two things. One was making today's SpaceX in the News episode for Patreon and YouTube members, so I'll have that out here probably in a couple hours for members. And I was also keeping an eye on the stock market because it's kind of volatile right now, but it's still entertaining. But let me read what you guys thought of that. How was it the second time for you? Oof. Yep, oof is a good way to put it. Some of you are just laughing. I mean, it was a good show. Obviously not the outcome we wanted, but we still got our money's worth because we didn't pay anything for it, right? Oh, and before I forget, check this out. This was a gift. Maybe you can see it right here. It's a Mars globe thing that spins, right? It rotates on its axis, and that was a gift from one of my BFRs. So shout out to him. Thank you very much. Pretty cool. It's too heavy to put on my shelf behind me, though. It'll probably knock my shelf off the wall. SN10, that's our lucky number. Yep. Yeah, SN10 has to be traumatized. Like, you want me to do that? I'll pass. We'll just let SN11 take my place. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the data that they get, because like John was saying, they recorded the telemetry and they'll review it and see what the problem was this time. Starship flipped at the very end there, but I couldn't tell from the angle because they started us at the angle below Starship and they moved us to the side. I think it looked like Starship might have overdone it, maybe. It definitely landed kind of at an angle, so not up and down like SN8 did. Hopefully none of that debris reached SN10, put a few dings in it. I'm sure it's fine though. It's a good thing they got Bluto the crane out of there, am I right? Yes, you blame the FAA. Yeah, if they would have let them launch this 2 days ago, this never would have happened. It was probably a gust of sea breeze that knocked it off its balance. Yeah, so the drama with the FAA is, and we'll discuss this for members today and for everyone else on Friday. Leave it to SpaceX. They like the drama. They like to stir things up. Elon's a rebel. He's basically a land-dwelling pirate or space-dwelling pirate. So the FAA, back during SN8's flight in December, early December, saw issue with what SpaceX was up to with Starship, and they were like, no, you can't do this. They didn't give us many details, so we don't know exactly what it was, but basically the FAA said nay with Starship SN8, and SpaceX launched it anyway and then crashed it. And so the FAA has been getting on SpaceX's case about SN9. Again, we don't know the details, but you know, SpaceX did lower the flight from 12.5 kilometers to 10, so that's probably something to do with it, I'd imagine. I don't know. More information might be released in the future. Maybe it won't be. We'll keep an eye out for that. What's up, Hellfire Orbital? I'm glad John is doing the Starship live streams. John is the best. A lot of people like Jesse. I like Jesse too, but John is my favy. Yeah, let's see if we can get the dogs in here really quick, see what they think about it. I got the dog cam set up. Dog cam! What's up? Watch out, that tail is lethal. It will knock you over. Hey, buddy. Yeah, so how are you guys doing? My week has been weird. I've spoken before on these streams that my 2008 Mustang, it's all paid off, but it's old and it's getting kind of run down, and my alternator has been going bad for about 4 years, I think. And finally, now that it's completely freezing here in Ohio, my battery just doesn't want to turn my car over, so I've jumped it a couple times. And so every day I'm letting it idle for like a half hour to an hour just to keep that battery from completely going kaput. And I got an appointment on Thursday to maybe get my alternator replaced or a new battery, whatever it is. And I've been saying, you know, as soon as my car craps out, it requires too much money to replace it, I'm going to get my next car. But I'm trying to hold out as long as possible because I really want the Tesla Cybertruck. So if I would have taken the car to the dealership where I normally take it for, they probably would have charged me double, and I would have been like, take the car, and I'll just have to buy something else till I can afford a Tesla, because I'm still saving up for a Tesla. But my brother's friend, he's hooking me up, and he's giving me a pretty good deal, so I can just spend a little bit of money and then keep saving for that Tesla. I want so bad, that Cybertruck, so I can roll over my neighbor's cars. That's what you do with Cybertrucks, right? That's what they're meant for. Unless you're going to mount like machine guns on them, then maybe you can blow things up. That'd be cool too. Kind of like SpaceX does with their rockets. Okay, Christopher Baker, second engine tried to light, but it flamed out. All right, well, since you mentioned it, let's bring it back a little bit and let's just quickly analyze together what happened the best we can. All right, mine went back a little bit too far. Here we go. Here comes the landing.
Flip the vehicle vertical, then transition to one engine for the landing burn.
So we got one engine there. The second one looks like it's trying. And it lit up, but it might be a little late. I don't know. Maybe that engine is just used for the landing part. Maybe it doesn't need that engine to actually flip itself vertical. Maybe it only needs one engine for that, because it does fold up the aft flaps there to make it happen. Extend those forward canard fins. But yeah, as you can see right here, there is no second engine. So that might be a good indicator. I wonder if it was a loss in header tank pressure again. I mean, I don't know if that'd be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. SpaceX would have to answer that for us. What is this? Is my face in the way? No, it's not. What is that? Did something fly off the rocket last second?
Burn.
Here's heat shield tiles right there. Yeah. Something flew off. Let's not worry about that. Not important. Yeah, definitely an engine issue. All right. I guess it wasn't sea breezes after all. You think the landing burn should be done earlier? That doesn't make it as exciting. You want to get it done at the last second so you get that pucker factor in for everyone who's watching. Well, look at that. Yeah, it definitely overcorrected, I think. Or is that undercorrected? Which one? which way did it come in? Oh yeah, overcorrected because it was pointing to the right. It starts going left and it just can't bring it back around. Boom. That's probably about a 35-degree angle, I'd say. If no damage came to SN10, we can count our blessings, because how bad would it be if, like, that big debris knocked it in the dome, in the nose cone? That'd be just terrible. Did I not bring it over? Have you guys not been watching? Or did I transition already? I can't remember. My memory is terrible. Did you guys see what I was talking about, or was I just talking while my face was showing? You saw it? Okay, good. Good. I'm not totally crazy then. Yeah. So the good news is, I like to be optimistic when I can. SN10 is right there. They'll figure out what the problem is. They might have to wheel SN10's arse back up Highway 4 and make the adjustments or corrections needed. And maybe they can just do them right there at the launch pad. I don't know. Because if it is a engine issue, then they don't need, to bring it into a high bay. They could just probably do those corrections right there on the test stand or the launch stand. But if it is something with like a header tank and pressure, they'll probably have to wheel it back to the high bay and get those fixes done. So I'm going to be optimistic and say we're not going to have to wait as long for SN10 as we did for SN9 after SN8 launch, but what do I know? Nothing. None of us know anything. Even space, or even Elon Musk right now is like, I don't know how long this is going to take, probably. So we'll just have to wait and see. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, mods, for modding. Thank you, guys, all you members and patrons, for watching. If you want to keep an eye on what's going on there, tune into Lab Padre. I was on there earlier. Good guys over there. And again, members, I'll be on Patreon and YouTube membership with my video in a couple hours. For everyone else, we do have a couple Starlink launches, like back-to-back, starting possibly tomorrow and then Thursday as well. So see how that goes. If that's the case, I'll see you then. If not, I will see you Friday. Until that time, Godspeed.